Let's talk about solutions, so-called, to the gun violence problem. I'm going to play a clip for you here of the last roughly 24 hours of Fox News and the roughly 50 solutions that they have proposed to the issue of gun violence. It might not come as a surprise that none of the solutions relate to gun safety. Okay? Let's just take a listen and see if you can find the trend here. I'll give you a hint. It's none of these things have to do with guns, unless you mean giving more people guns.
I advocate always for an armed security guard.
Armed school safety officer.
Armed deputy. Arming teachers.
Potentially arm and prepare and train teachers and other administrators.
Armed school staffers.
Bring in policemen.
Training the students themselves.
Retired military, retired law enforcement. We can offer them tax breaks.
If you give law enforcement the opportunity to impose martial law, we can guarantee safety and security.
Securing that perimeter, providing kind of a ring of steel.
You have the fences, you have the main administration building, and then you have wide gaps on either side. The fencing's not very high.
Where the door's locked, bulletproof glass. All of these shootings have happened at the same time that we see religion and Christian values and
that's another one. The problem isn't guns. The problem is lack of God.
Judeo-Christian values declining.
Anybody who decides that they want to do something like this should immediately know that attacking a school is a death sentence for them.
Kids are afraid of being the school snitch.
We have to stop letting these schools be gun-free zones.
People need to put their phones down and get to know the person next to them.
We have spent billions of dollars on COVID-related measures for our schools. Let's take some of that money and divert it over to hardening these soft targets.
A lot of these private schools, they take security way more serious.
Parents, take your children to church.
This anti-police narrative is forcing people not to call police.
A series of interlocking doors at the school entrance that are triggered
by the way, how absurd people are not calling the police. The police were on the scene 40 to 60 minutes while the shooter was rampaging in the classroom.
A tripwire, and it traps the shooter like a rat.
God is the answer to that.
There's a moral rot going on that we all need to dig in and try to address.
I vote for decreasing social media exposure.
We need to start focusing on mental health.
Tell us why you think it's important to pray in a moment like this.
It calls for faith and prayer.
Why is it that schools aren't protected in the same way that airports?
There are some people who don't want police officers in schools with guns because other people are triggered.
Assault rifle and enhanced.
Triggering is the people being triggered is the problem.
It's body armor.
A notification system to let everybody in the school know what's happening.
Single point of entry.
I don't like talking about this stuff as it happens because I don't think it contributes anything positive.
Parents should be held accountable for raising their children properly.
Ballistic blankets.
We just don't have the resources to get law enforcement there quickly.
How about an executive order for these mental health facilities?
We have to start rebuilding this country and returning to God.
I arm myself everywhere I legally can.
It's up to you to protect yourself.
Wow. Oh boy, guys, that we are screwed as a country. Dear God. By the way, a couple of those suggestions, ballistic blankets and armor-plated backpacks for kids. The very same people who for 2 years have been saying, oh, if you make kids wear masks in schools, the psychological effect of that is going to destroy them. Now they're saying, let's send children to school with ballistic blankets and bulletproof backpacks to be taught by armed teachers in a school surrounded by tripwire with prison-like fences and airport security. Come on, guys. This is absolutely absurd. And I want to focus next on this issue of doors. Now they're blaming doors. One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really, the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pakman. The link is right underneath this video.